Welcome back to the channel, guys. So today we've got a legend. It's the Isuzu KB300. So basically this is the 3-liter, basically the top of the range 2014 model. Anyways, as you can see, door handles have got chrome, even the mirror caps have got chrome on them. It's got 17-inch wheels, which are basically 255, 65, R17s, and it's fitted with all-terrains, which are relatively still new. It's a double cab. There's the rear side of it. As I said, it's the KB300 LX variant. And yeah, it's been around this company for a while, basically from brand new. So as I said, this is the 3-liter variant. It doesn't have leather seats though. It's got a leather wrapped steering wheel. Basically, it's got everything else that you might need. It's got a 5-speed gearbox. There is a key, straightforward key with the open and close button. That's what we need basically in this car to access it and to lock it. And yeah. Anyways, now the ignition is on, and as you can see, this vehicle is almost at 400,000. Just switched it on, and there are basically no lights at all. You know, almost 400,000, and the vehicle just dots up. So it was a new car, 400,000 Ks later, and that's about what 10-11 years now since it's been around. No issues at all. It's a great vehicle. It's really a great vehicle. You can't flaw it. Anyways, that's the climate control. It's got your auto climate and everything else basically that you need from your heater, aircon system. Nothing fancy. In fact, that part just reminded me of the Chevy Trailblazer. Anyways, as we had said, it's a double cab. It's basically a 4x4 with 4 low, 4 high, and 2 high. And it's got a simple radio, you know, nothing fancy. Straightforward double radio. Analog and also a digital cluster right in the middle, which shows you your engine temperature as well as fuel gauge. And yeah, as I said, nothing fancy about this car, but gets the work done without any hassle. It's just reliable. So this bike basically is driven by so many people, you know, yet it has held up so good. Look at the leather steering wrap. It's only basically wearing off after 10 years. You know, we've got a cup holder up front, electric windows all around, and what else can I mention of this vehicle, man? It's got a dual glove compartment, one at the top, one at the bottom. And sometimes those things like more special, the top one. That's one thing I've noticed in these Isuzus. Fuel consumption, it's okay. Let me just put it like that. It's not high, it's a tad bit high, sitting at 9.2 kilometers per liter. So basically that's what 11 liters per 100 Ks. And I think from a full tank, you can basically get about 700 kilometers, assuming that this has got the 80-liter tank, as most bakkies would have. So yeah, getting about 700 kilometers from a 3-liter, you know. I think the 2.5, maybe you could get about 800. In fact, I know you can get about 800 kilometers. I had driven it for about 2 years at my previous workplace. I think that's the only thing that's not working. That cabin hole above the radio doesn't want to open. That's in the entire bakkie. After 10-11 years, and that's the only thing that doesn't work, you know. So it's very reliable. And this radio, it's very weird. It says USB, but I can't see a USB support. But in any case, I doubt a lot of people are still using USBs nowadays. Either connect your phone through Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, or Android Auto. But yeah, if it was my personal vehicle, I'd just change that radio, get the nicer ones with the touchscreen and reversing camera. Yeah, as I said up front, it's got those two analog for your rev counter as well as your speedometer, and on the digital it's got your engine heat as well as fuel gauge. The nice thing is that it also has cruise control. This really comes in handy. As I said, before, you only know that you need cruise control once you get to use it. More especially again when you're driving long distances, your right foot becomes a bit tired, man. You do feel it. So it just makes life a bit easier, I wanted to compare it with like the aircon. I remember once I bought a base model Hilux which didn't have aircon, just had a heater and a fan. I didn't see the need for it, but on my next car that I got, it had aircon, and during summer, how was I even surviving without air conditioning? But yeah, man, those leisure type of features that we really need nowadays. They just make driving a pleasure, whether it's in summer or winter. It doesn't feel like you've left your house. Basically, just being comfortable on the road. This is a 5-speed gearbox. Maybe I would have preferred the automatic, but yeah, again, I think the automatic maybe might recharge more fuel than this, since this is an automatic. This is a manual, sorry. Yeah, man, that's about it when it comes to the Isuzu KB300.